to get this far, but I mean, this guy's always been one of New England's finest. I believe he is second in Connecticut behind Light.
Yeah, and he as a whole has been rather competitive as of the past several quarters. So,
yeah, they've been coming up, dude. New England has definitely put themselves on the map, and LingLing, of course, one of the big reasons why. And 6WX, same can be said about his home state of Pennsylvania. They've been showing up big lately. These regions that were kind of quiet at the beginning of Smash 4 are really coming to life, especially here in the Northeast, and you've got a nice mishmash of them here at the Legend of Glentendo. So let's see. I mean, this is kind of like a matchup that doesn't happen all that often.
Indeed, but if this overly top-heavy bracket is anything to consider, these two have proven their right to being here as more than just excellent pilots of their characters, just having an excellent sense of the game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Not only some of the best Peach and Sonic play you could get, but like really good overall players.
And bringing that into the match, 6WX just being able to rack up this damage without committing to anything too dangerous. However, one stray spot dodge, and all of a sudden the ledge belongs to LingLing.
Oh, that was gorgeous. The weak bear actually outlasted the invincibility of 6WX's get-up. LingLing able to make something pretty meaningful off it, but not a kill, unfortunately. Still real close to even now. It was looking bad for him at the start. And it's tough for Peach to catch up, especially with a character like Sonic who can just avoid her for as long as necessary.
While Peach is, of course, known for having such a dynamic aerial pressure game, thanks in part to her float, it's not particularly fast, and she's even slower while on the ground. Sonic, don't like slow. Gotta move fast. Gotta take those kills fast. Gotta put that pressure on fast. Get away out of the action fast.
Yeah, now he's got the lead, so I don't know if we'll see him staying out of the action. It looks like he has no intentions of doing that, though, as he pretty much just ran across the stage solely for the purpose of hitting LingLing. Nair, not quite that strong. Oh, that would have been sick. Either way, it's looking pretty good for 6WX so far. Just needs to stay out of that kill range. Of course, in front of Peach in the air is definitely prime time for her, or prime positioning. And yeah, anytime that LingLing is in the air, you can see 6WX is committed to getting away from there. Oh, the cross-up actually gets caught by back air, but still not a kill. Oh, skips the ledge up there. I like that to get the auto-cancel landing. Still not enough to combo.
Back throw to further accentuate all of this control and moving down deep with that back air. That man was leagues below the stage.
Deep sea diving, man. Sonic usually dies in water, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's going for, yeah. All right, well, either way, 6WX taking that pretty solidly, man.
Very convincing game one.
It was looking so good for LingLing at the beginning.
It looked like Ling had general ideas of how he needed to approach the matchup. He's certainly no stranger to how to face Sonic, thanks to the Connecticut zone, and then New England as a whole having a lot of very skilled Sonics by way of like Kuma, Craftus. I'm sure there's more.
Yeah. I don't think they're from CT, but they're
just
up there, yeah.
In general, New England likes to travel amongst itself. So he's no stranger to the matchup, but 6WX in particular seems to have a very good idea of that danger zone that Peach can commit to when she floats, how to stay just outside of it to just reel in the damage when the time is safe.
And he's got a Peach in his own region, too, and Blazing Pasta, who's very solid, by the way. So I'm sure 6WX is very familiar with this matchup hands-on, too, which really counts. You know, you can know a matchup on paper, but if you've never played it against him... Oh, is he dead? Oh, I think that homing attack was his one saving grace. He didn't have a jump.
It's not often that you see homing attack come in clutch like that, but bless up for neutral day.
Sometimes it definitely does. LingLing would have been a true gangster if he just drifted out to the left with his float and baited 6WX to kill himself.
That's like gigantic brain option. But right now, we only got a little brain. We got smart, concise, keeping it simple. 6WX looking to try and build that damage back up before LingLing manages some sort of a lead, because he does get that lead.
I like his attempt going for the spring ride, too, that patented Superhero Kells tech, but didn't pan out for him. Plus, LingLing was smart. He knew that if you just mash an aerial that's quick enough, that's actually not a real setup.
Yeah, Ling doesn't want to try and get taken for any rides. If he's going to have to go for trades, he wants to make sure that it's something that's going to always revert it back to where 6WX has to follow him. But if he could just bait out reactions like that and snipe him out with up smashes, things are looking pretty good on the Connecticut side right now.
That was so smart. He saw that 6WX with the grab. A lot of people would pick spot dodge as that panic option. And not only did LingLing react to the spot dodge, he knew that was coming. He had to get quite some charge on that up smash, and it worked out.
Going in for the Peach Bomber, it's going to be interrupted. Sonic having incredibly fast specials, incredibly safe by the way of spin dash, able to interrupt stuff like that. But Link still staying alive, 100 flat percentage, and not looking to let up any of this pressure just yet.
Two bears, still not a ton of damage, but 6WX definitely the onus is on him to approach at this point. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, still in that fair lag. A lot of time to punish. And LingLing starting to snowball this lead a little bit, but just has to avoid the kill moves. Ooh!
Can't be avoiding that. The back air catching out the ending lag on that movement from 6WX, and it's going to be bringing us to a tie count right now.
Definitely goes a little bit too deep. Completely overshot LingLing and paid the price for it, man. So one apiece here. It's going to be another best-of-5 set.
I got a good feeling we're going to see it fives a lot.
Yeah, you think so?
I don't know, man. We had a lot of excellent players in this bracket.
Oh, I thought
so
you meant
boil
for
it
this
down
set. Yeah.
for this. Oh, we're going to game
Yes.
5.
Yeah,
I'm just saying
for this
all
one
in top
too?
16. I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of that. So
All
many
right, man.
talented players, so many people who want the gold tonight.
I got no
Everyone's
plans.
gotta
I'm
go.
just saying I'm down. If we got a long top 16 ahead of us, that's just fine. So here we go. It's going to be possibly the same stage. No? Dreamland, Lilat. Yeah, okay.
we're
it's
going
gonna
to
be
Lilat.
All right. Well, 6WX, kind of an unorthodox counter pick, I'd say. Not exactly a textbook pick for Sonic or anything, but I could imagine him not suffering from any craziness here. You know, he's got a pretty reliable recovery, good enough drift to avoid getting trapped underneath it, and I feel like the terrain probably doesn't bother him too much.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that the platforms sit low to the stage will help with 6WX being able to put a lot of safe pressure to LingLing.
Yeah, those up airs from underneath.
Yup. That, ghosting with Nair, trying to just move around with spin dash, all of a sudden it's a lot safer for 6. And then on top of that, Ling has to commit a lot harder to these floats because all of a sudden the distance he is to the ground isn't the same because of the tipped wings.
Uh-huh. And LingLing, though, looking to control this counter pick pretty effectively so far. And Peach does have phenomenal pressure from underneath platforms herself. That up tilt, you don't really see that too often, but it worked out.
It's a move that it's very niche in what it does, but on a stage like this, it can put in the work. So,
Yeah.
of course, moves like neutral air, up air especially, going to help with Ling being able to contest space a lot.
Well, he could have punished there if he just threw the turnip, but 6WX and all Sonic players, really, they trick you a lot with stopping the spin dash short right in your face. They're definitely not safe by any means, but it's tricky to react to that in the moment, especially because you're expecting them to go through you.
When you have a character with a kit that's so rewarding for utilizing all of that speed,
Yeah.
all of a sudden going for a superfluous amount of mix-ups is just that much more rewarding.
Yeah, it's like some sleight of hand, you know? It's like, oh, all of a sudden I'm in front of you, even though I'm Sonic and I could get across the stage in like half a second. Let's see how LingLing is going to find this kill, though. He's got all the percent he needs. Forward air will clearly do the job, as well as even a back throw by the edge. Quite a few other moves in Peach's arsenal, but it's so hard to catch Sonic when he doesn't want to be touched.
Both of these players being incredibly aware of how dangerous this situation can be. You see the forward air come out from 6. He's not able to get the kill just yet. However, a missed tech off the wing, putting LingLing in deep danger. Parasol not going to be enough to bring him back as 6 survives at 132%.
Yeah, he slipped low enough to avoid the Parasol. Pretty on-point edge guarding there from 6WX. I feel like that's that matchup knowledge in practice coming into play for him. And now with no rage, I mean, LingLing still will definitely eviscerate his stock if he lands a forward air, but back throw, I think he's going to need just a couple more percent to kill, and after this forward throw, it should be good. But still, got to grab him by the edge as well to make it count. Okay, trying to harass him at the edge, catch those 2 frames of vulnerability with the down air, a lot of active hitboxes.
Yeah, it's going to be rather difficult to be able to catch at the ledge on Lilat, especially during these transitions where the ship is actively tilting. Because of that maneuvering, where the ledge positioning actually is in correlation to those hitboxes that characters are putting out, the spacing on it would have to be
All right.
obscenely good, but Peach Bomber just going to come in clutch, clean up a stock, and Ling hovering dangerously low below the wing, but he's still going to be alive.
6WX betting it all on that. I mean, not all, obviously, but still placing a pretty serious bet on that down air from the edge. Of course, he knew he was going to recover, but you never know, man, especially on Lilat. Things could just go wrong real quick.
Yeah, the stage is not forgiving to those who let their guard down.
Yeah, you really got to befriend the stage. Okay. LingLing with a sick advantage state there, just pressuring 6WX. Kept hitting him for, I'd say, like 10, 15 seconds straight. Got the stage control. Oh, and now we're seeing a totally different game.
However, whiffing that forward air does open up the situation for 6WX to be able to reverse this percentage. Things sitting at a dead even. However, LingLing controlling the stage very well. And with a quick C-drop of the vegetable, it's going to be able to allow LingLing to take that 2-1 so far.
Yo, what is he doing? This is his
woke
last
up.
tournament. He's looking to make a statement. literally going out with a bang here. Up 2-1 on 6WX. Of course, it's not over yet.
Let's knock down the competition while he can. Now making that Lilac Cruise pick work out.
Yeah, right? Like, I didn't expect Peach to thrive there so well.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't got notes on this.
Yeah.
Like,
but 6WX, I mean, that was his counter pick, too. All right, here we go. Lilac again. Yeah, he's sticking to his guns.
Got a round trip on the Lilac Cruise. Let's see if it works out for 6WX, because immediately out the gate, we see LingLing putting on the pressure. Quick 25 built up. And Ling now seeming very confident in how he's able to control the stage in relation to 6. Even though Sonic has all of that speed, doesn't really mean anything if, first and foremost, LingLing has a percentage lead, which he currently doesn't. But second of all, if 6WX just throws him right into a trap.
Yeah, I think building that that lead early for LingLing is so important. I mean, anytime you fight Sonic, you're really never trying to do it from behind. Again, he can just kind of run away from you. Even if he's not running the clock, he can still make you want to come to him. And then a couple spin dashes later, you get impatient. Just jumps through you invincibly, and bam, 20 damage confirmed. Rinse and repeat. Or not 20, but a lot still, and they add up.
Absolutely. And in a matchup like this, we've seen how these players can go tit for tat with their characters. Yeah. Trading up those percentages really starts to make a difference when we start to climb as high as LingLing's percentage is now. Sitting at 110, he's not able to contest control at the ledge, but he is going to stay safe from that forward smash. It's going to leave him vulnerable to a back throw, just going to further continue all this pressure that 6WX holds.
He started with that 25% string, LingLing, and he has not done anything since. Here we go, finally putting some percent on the board. Got scared into shield, even though Sonic was lagging so badly from that forward air. All right, learning from his mistakes, going to back up just a little bit extra off the stage this time, avoid that back air. But it doesn't matter, he's got another one coming for him right there at the edge. 6WX looking prime this game. I mean, when he took the stock in the prior game, he was at like 130%, I'm pretty sure. It's already really dangerous, but now he's chilling. He doesn't have to press forward at all. It's like the opposite of the Sonic games.
You know he's going to, though. His style of Sonic, he's going to make sure that all of that momentum he's built up behind him, the pressure he's built onto his opponent, he doesn't want to let that go to waste. And with Sonic's speed, he can very much do that safely. And I feel like that's what's really going to help him accentuate this lead he has over LingLing.
Wow. Just look how fast he is, man. I know it's Sonic and it's 2017, and we shouldn't be surprised by that, but Peach had a huge head start, and they both started running the same direction. All of a sudden, 6WX is behind LingLing. And he's totally not behind in terms of stock and percent here. This man is going in. Got to be careful at the top of the screen of the parasol, but of course, if Ling does decide to try that, he is a sitting duck on the way down.
One feature of this matchup I'm now realizing from LingLing is that he doesn't seem to have any answers for the invincible startup on spin dash. 6WX initiating it very close to LingLing very often, and after that, Ling has to retreat, has to use his resources, and just respect all of that space that 6WX now has at his disposal.
Not to mention, the spin dash is one of the best anti-airs in the whole game. Peach, character who really wants to jump in at you, definitely has some problems with that. And even if you don't get clipped up by the spin dash, the shield cancel could also make things go horribly wrong for you. We'll see, though. 6WX not really shooting to kill by any means, but in a position to start doing so, whereas LingLing has so much work to make up for. Just a couple frames away from death there. Excellent. Every time you have to grab the edge against 6WX, you should definitely be nervous.
He's just ready to throw out that forward smash. His timing on the 2-frame window is phenomenal. And on top of that, that move is deceptively long if you actually view the hitboxes. It extends past the knuckles. Like, it's bonkers how much that move covers.
We were talking about how Mr. E had made the switch from smash stick to tilt stick and had originally been dropping forward smashes. That, I think, just happened to 6WX there, unless he intentionally went for forward tilt just to make sure it would punish. He had a free shot at the Peach Bomber, but either way, he's going to get a shot at Game 5 here.
Look at that, another Game 5.
Yeah, hey, man. I was doubting at first. I was like, all right, one of these guys is going to take it 3-0 or 3-1.
We're not going to see it just yet.
No, this is not regular LingLing, by the way. This is like last tournament. I'm going in like 2018.
Swan song. He's going out absolutely with a grand finish. He's want to make sure, he wants to leave notes for the Peach mains that are going to go on further for him.
True. Someone's got to carry the crown, dude, because like
someone's got to do it.
There's only a couple of them out there.
Everyone's evolving into that Bayonetta meta.
Yeah.
There's still Samsora. There's still sparse Peaches here and there, but
you haven't seen a lot of former Peach players actually be the ones to defect to Bayo.
There's no reason there's a lot of jokes about that trend.
Right. And then LingLing, of course, not exactly part of the trend, but he has Bayo, you know, and we saw her earlier today where he didn't think maybe that Peach would cut it against Wraith. Just didn't want to risk it. Oh, great whiff punish there, catching the landing lag of neutral air. Just a Peach bomber. I wouldn't say it's optimal, but it might have been, you know, if he had linked into something after it.
It's one of those instances where I feel like it's not really the damage or the lead-up, but so much that because it's bouncing Peach close to Sonic, it leaves Ling in a position where he can float.
Right.
And all of a sudden now he's ready for the neutral. He's ready for whatever Sonic has to offer,
Please don't
but he's
die.
not ready to get back thrown on the left. Listen, if that was on the right-hand side of the stage, that would have been done.
Very possible. Oh, another one. He's just catching him after the spring. He knows 6WX has pretty much no options on the way down, and once he touches the ground, Peach Bomber will close the distance enough to just scoop him up.
And while Spin Dash is, of course, known for that invincible start with it, the latter half of it is unruly for how vulnerable it leaves Sonic. And if 6WX doesn't have his trajectory lined up for where he wants to put that Sonic, he's just put in for a world of hurt, and excellent reading on the roll. LingLing just able to rack up this damage and go tit for tat against 6WX.
Yeah, that was great. Jab one just to bait him into rolling behind you. Real old school stuff, man. I feel like I'm in like 2004. Okay, back throw off the edge. Thank God that's been patched long ago, because I feel like that might have killed it. Default release. Oh, and that one might too. Yeah,
That's going to do it.
All right, well.
Nerves be damned. You can't be sleeping on those hands.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see if LingLing has the stuff to make this comeback, man. He just needs to land a clean forward air, but of course 6WX not going to make that easy for him. One of the best characters at anti-airing those who don't use swords with Spin Dash. And also one of the best at holding and building leads. LingLing just trying to finagle his way out of this trap in the corner. 6WX picking up a modest amount of damage, but still holding down the stage. He wanted
he went for it.
Yeah.
This man wanted the world on a platter. He's not going to get anything.
Yeah.
And a little bit of percentage, but overall.
Oh, they're both hungry. 6WX not sure what that down air was about. Maybe just trying to throw off LingLing's timing because he got punished on landing for a lot.
Oh,
that whole lead just evaporated. And I love that with the up air covering the space and immediately being able to go into grab. LingLing building this lead back. It's all of a sudden in his favor. Even though it's only a few percent, still that subtle message, hey 6WX, you have to fight me, is in play.
Remember when you thought 6WX had control? Remember when you thought that he was able to run away with a lead? Where did it go? It dissipated right when 6 needed it most.
Remember when you didn't think Peach was that good? She definitely can tack on so much damage per hit, and there we go. A forward air. 6WX was wide open for that. And LingLing gonna make the upset, advance to winners semifinals in his last tournament, possibly ever. Who knows? He never really quit Smash, right?
It's a Smash retirement, man.
Yeah.
Listen.
Well, you know, LingLing, he's one of those like older players. I feel like he's about his business. He's like not one of those who would